10 pregnancy superfoods that you can't miss in the first trimester. Now, first, let me say that eating in early pregnancy, it's a bit of a minefield. From nausea to food aversions to bloating and constipation. Let's just say that for most of us, food in the first trimester is tricky to navigate. So in this video, I am going to share 10 pregnancy superfoods that are not only nutritionally dense, but also really easy to digest and help with morning sickness. I don't know about you, but that first trimester, it's really caught me off guard. Somehow I thought it would be the third and final trimester that would be really hard, but that wasn't the case. I thought the first trimester was going to be like a bit of a breeze with just a touch of nausea. And for some women, it truly is a breeze. But for many of us, myself included, the fatigue, oh my God, the fatigue and the morning sickness was so much harder than I anticipated. And now, after years of working with pregnant women as a holistic health coach and hours and hours and hours of research, I have found the best superfoods for your first trimester. Now, to get on my list, here's my criteria. The food had to be super nutrient dense in a number of key areas. Because when it comes to growing a baby, there are certain nutrients, which we are going to get into, that the body needs in abundance. So only foods that provide those necessary building blocks made the cut. Number 2, the foods have to be extremely supportive to the mitochondria. Those are the little powerhouses inside the cells that produce APT, the energy that runs your body. During the first trimester, the load on the mitochondria is bonkers high. This is actually why you feel so exhausted on a biological level. And when we give the mitochondria what they need to thrive, you end up feeling more energized. And the third criteria is that I wanted food that would help with morning sickness by being easy to digest, mild in flavor, and by helping to keep blood sugar levels really stable. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear path and a chart of the best diet to support creating a brand new human in months 1, 2, 3 of pregnancy. Okay. And if this is your first time joining me here, I'm Marie with Birth Bliss, where I share holistic ways to live your very best pregnancy. And on this channel, we've already explored tips to support your baby's brain development prenatally, how to ease those first trimester cramps. And yes, those are pretty normal. How to deal with all the emotional ups and downs. And if you like the sound of all of that, then I want you to click that subscribe button. Okay, so let's get into it. Superfood number 1, nature's multivitamin, eggs. These are little powerhouses that are almost ridiculously nutritious, and they're budget friendly. They contain small amounts of almost every nutrient that your body needs, plus all of the vitamins. Yep, you heard that right. Every single vitamin except one. But don't worry, you've got that one covered in superfoods 7, 8, and 10. So we're getting there. Now, eggs are packed with high quality protein, healthy fats, including that all important omega-3 DHA. Super important for your baby's brain. And eggs have practically zero carbs. They are a nutritional MVP for pregnancy. And here's some ways that they get even more awesome. Remember when I said that to get on this list, the food needed key nutrients? Well, eggs have them. Eggs are loaded with iron, selenium, phosphorus, and iodine. All of those are critical in pregnancy. Plus, studies have linked regular egg consumption to more stable and healthier blood sugar levels. Now, this is really key because we know that stable blood sugar results in less nausea. And when I say eggs, I mean the whole egg. Yolk included. That's where actually a ton of the magic is happening. And if you are lucky enough to get your hands on pasture-raised eggs from chickens that snack on grass and bugs and, maybe even a snake or two, because heck, it happens, well, then the nutritional density of that yolk, it skyrockets. It's like next level good. Another really important nutrient called choline. And it doesn't get near enough hype. but it's huge for brain development and for preventing neural tube defects. You can think of choline as folate's underappreciated cousin. And most pregnant women don't get enough folate. But guess where you find that? In egg yolks. And it's not just chicken eggs. You can eat duck, goose, quail. If it is a bird's egg, that yolk is a superfood. It's tasty, they're versatile, they're allergy friendly for almost everyone. And so they are just like an absolute must have for your prenatal diet. It's one of the best breakfast foods. But I will say that you might need to ease into your day with food because for many women in the first trimester, in the morning, it takes like gradual steps to get your stomach ready to eat normally for the rest of the day. So if that's you, I have the perfect combination of food to put beside your nightstand so that you can just like roll over in the morning and start your day easy. Superfood number 2 is the hydration hero, coconut water. Staying hydrated is a big deal, and coconut water is one of the best ways to do that because it's packed with electrolytes like potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, and calcium. And that really matters right now because your body is creating your baby's skeleton from the foods that you eat. And so to do that, it actually needs a ton of calcium. And if you aren't eating enough, it will pull calcium from your bones and from your teeth. And those pesky leg cramps that seem to pop up out of nowhere, those are a sign that your muscles don't have enough potassium or magnesium. But that's not the only reasons that you need these 2 minerals. There is evidence that magnesium actually decreases pregnancy nausea. And potassium is critical in maintaining healthy blood pressure. And that's an important part of preventing preeclampsia. Plus, coconut water is also a great source of natural energy. It has just a touch of natural sugar. There's no added junk. It's perfect for keeping your blood sugar levels like stable without the crash that you can get if you were drinking a sugary drink or juice. Plus, coconut water is really gentle on the stomach. It's ideal for those queasy days in the first trimester when plain water might not be cutting it. Now, I want you to look for 100% pure coconut water. No added sweeteners, no flavors, no preservatives. And just drink it straight. Use it in a smoothie, or I'll share my personal favorite. Great if you like sour flavors, and that is to mix it with unsweetened cranberry juice. And as an aside, sour flavors like lemon and cranberry juice, they have been shown to reduce nausea. So the unsweetened cranberry juice and the coconut water is definitely a win-win. So at bedtime, you are placing that glass of coconut water beside your bed. And in the morning when you wake up, you are going to pair it with superfood number 3, the crunchy powerhouse, almonds. These nutrient-packed gems are an absolute must-have in your first trimester and, of course, beyond as well. And that's true for all of these superfoods. But why? Why did I pick these? Because growing a whole new human being from scratch and an entirely new organ, the placenta, which is what you're growing right now, is no small feat. And the process requires an incredible amount of energy at the cellular level. Your mitochondria, they are currently working overtime to fuel all that rapid cell division and organ formation. So it's no wonder that you might feel so wiped out. And I invite you to trust your body's signals and rest as much as you can when you feel tired. And then we're going to support your body by fueling your mitochondria with the nutrients they need to support this huge task. And that is where our almonds come in because they have healthy fat, protein, and fiber. They give you really clean, sustained energy that help keep you going without a crash. They're also really rich in vitamin E, which is important for skin and eyes, babies and yours too. Magnesium to ward off the cramps, the nausea, and to support the nervous system. The calcium we've been talking about, the phosphorus for those strong bones and teeth. And for an extra flavor kick and for added benefit, you might try Tamari almonds. Tamari is a naturally brewed soy sauce, but it's gluten-free. And it adds this salty, savory twist with like this kind of umami flavor. And that adds a little extra sodium, which you actually do need, and that can help to replenish those electrolytes. And here's a little pro tip for those of you battling nausea. Salt and vinegar almonds. The salty and the sour combo is similar to salt and vinegar chips, which is often a go-to for nausea relief. But with the almonds, it delivers all the nutritional benefits without the processed carbs. Deeper relief from morning sickness, make sure you check out my Bye Bye Morning Sickness formula. It is a completely unique approach that reduces nausea by blending energy medicine, mind, body, psychological tools with practical evidence-based nutrition to make you feel better ASAP. So I'll put a link in the description box down below so you can check it out. All right, so back to our discussion about almonds. So here's another secret in getting even more nutrition out of them. You can soak them overnight. This makes them easier to digest, and it actually unlocks even more nutrients. Number 4, the creamy superfruit, avocados. When it comes to first trimester nutrition, avocados are one of my favorites. I feel like they're a rock star. They're packed with healthy fats that give you the clean, steady energy we've been talking about so much. These fats are also really important in supporting your baby's brain and nervous system development. So you really need those healthy fats. And they've got a bunch of other essential nutrients. They've got folate. That's that must-have for preventing neural tube defects. They're also rich in potassium, which keeps your blood pressure stable. But avocados don't just stop there. They're a great source of magnesium, vitamin B6, both of which are involved in reducing nausea. So if you're feeling queasy, try spreading some avocado on a cracker or whole grain toast, or blending it into a smoothie for just this really creamy, nutrient-packed option that's really gentle on your stomach. And speaking of smoothies, at the bottom of the video, you'll find a link to download my free Pregnancy Power Smoothies PDF. It's got easy, delicious blends for a really nourished bump that are easy to get down the hatch, especially in that first trimester. And you'll also find my pregnancy fuel guide, and it has tons of recipes and a pregnancy food chart with all the superfoods, including some of the ones that didn't make it onto this list, and then how to make recipes with those foods. So you definitely want to check that out. Okay, back to the avocados. Now, because they are so naturally creamy, they're often called nature's butter. And it actually works great in sandwiches like butter. They're perfect for adding creaminess to salads, sandwiches, and even baked goods. Plus, they're naturally low in sugar, really high in fiber, so they keep your digestion running really smoothly, which is a lifesaver in pregnancy when your hormones are actually slowing down your digestion. And for a pro tip, you can pair your avocados with eggs. Avocado toast with a poached egg, so good. And if you eat them with any citrus foods, that'll actually boost the absorption of their nutrients. So in short, they are versatile, they are delicious, they're the easiest way to get a lot of a big nutritional hug to you and your baby. All right, number 5 is tiny seeds with mighty benefits. This is my own personal ground seed mix. This is a nutrient-packed blend of hemp seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds. Literally, this is going to be a multivitamin in every bite. When you eat these small, frequent meals or snacks throughout the day, that helps. But in order to make the snack work, so that it does that, to help with the energy and the nausea, it has to balance your blood sugar. And that means that every snack, everyone, really needs protein and fat, even if it's just a small amount. And this is where I feel the ground seed mix super shines, because it's got all of that. It's got protein, it's got healthy fat, and it's got fiber. The 3 things that keep blood sugar levels stable and provide that clean, sustained energy that we keep talking about. So for a super simple snack, I just love to grab 2 or 3 tablespoons of this seed mix and then pair it with unsweetened applesauce. It's a combo that's not only really yummy, but it's going to help you feel energized and nourished throughout the day. The reason is that the grinding actually improves the digestibility and makes the nutrients, so those antioxidants and the omega-3s and the protein, it makes that more accessible to your body. So just like a little example, in 2020, there was a study that found that grinding chia seeds increased the absorption of those key nutrients. So when you eat the ground seed mix, you're really giving your body the best shot of absorbing all that goodness. So when you're feeling wiped out from the demands of pregnancy and you're working those poor little mitochondria right to the max to keep up with the cell division, this ground seed mix is a great way to support your body. Okay, on to number 6, the probiotic duo. We are talking about full fat kefir and yogurt. These definitely deserve a place in your diet. So why are they so awesome? First off, dairy is a stellar source of calcium, as well as other essential minerals and vitamins that help to build strong bones, both for you and your baby. But here's the kicker. You need the full fat because many of the good things in dairy are fat soluble. So vitamins like A, D, E, and K need fat in order to be absorbed and processed in your body. Now, extra bonus, kefir and yogurt are both fermented. So that means that they're also packed with probiotics. That's the super good bacteria that supports your gut health and your whole immune system. So if you've been dealing with nausea or digestive issues like constipation, the probiotics can help things run more smoothly. And because these two are fermented, that means they also have lower levels of lactose, and that is the tough to digest milk sugar. So making this duo way easier on your stomach than any of our other dairy options. But that's not all. Kefir and yogurt are also high in digestive enzymes. And enzymes are key because they help your body break down food efficiently. Really, really helpful in pregnancy because the early pregnancy hormones, they really slow down your digestion. And that's part of the reason it gets so wonky in the first trimester. Now, for best benefit, if you can choose a grass-fed or pasture-raised dairy, that's awesome. When animals are allowed to graze on fresh grass, their milk contains higher level of those fat-soluble vitamins that we've been talking about. And let's be honest, it's nicer for the cows too. All right, number 7 are antioxidant powerhouse, and these are berries. These are these tiny fruits that pack, a mighty punch. So whether it's like strawberries or blueberries, raspberries, cranberries, or blackberries, these are little gems. They are just little gems of nutrition. They are well known for all of the antioxidants that they have, and antioxidants are going to help your body fight inflammation. They're going to neutralize free radical damage in the body, which is really important. And those same antioxidants that do all that, they're also really essential for the mitochondria. They give that mitochondria that extra boost that they need during this really intense time for them. And there's more. They're also awesome sources of fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, and folate, all of which are critical during pregnancy. Vitamin C is going to support your immune system, which you probably already knew. And vitamin K is actually really important with blood clotting. And folate is key for baby's development, particularly in the really early stages when the whole baby's body is taking form. And berries are also rich in copper and manganese, minerals that support your body's digestion, help with stable metabolism. They have a low glycemic index. That means that they're going to keep your blood sugar levels stable. And that is a big win because we've been talking about balancing the blood sugar this whole time because it's such an important key piece in both keeping the fatigue at bay and keeping the nausea at bay. I think here's how I think that they can be even more awesome because when you start to put these foods together, right? You get your full fat yogurt and kefir, and then you've got the rich creaminess of your yogurt with the tart sweetness of the berries. That's just an awesome option for a snack or for breakfast. Even better if you sprinkle your ground seed mix on top. So where it starts to become really impactful is when you start to pair these together. Okay. Superfood number 8, the nutrient-dense leaf. We're talking about spinach. Now, it might seem like a kind of a simple food, but it is one of the best greens for pregnancy because it's packed with iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, selenium. Now, did you notice there are lots of minerals that I keep repeating? That's on purpose. Those are the key nutrients that your body really needs right now. These are the minerals that help your body function at its best while supporting your baby's growth. And the spinach also has loads of antioxidants. It's a great source of folate and vitamin B6, vitamins A, C, and K, niacin, and riboflavin. But what really makes spinach shine, though, I think, and especially in that first trimester, is that it has a really mild flavor. So it won't overwhelm you. It won't overwhelm your taste buds. And whether you're tossing it into salads or blending it into a smoothie, adding it to a soup or stew, I like to add it to my spaghetti sauces. Some people even like to put it on pizza. It's pretty versatile. And when you warm it up, like in a spinach and mushroom frittata, like the flavors go really nice together. And that's a great, comforting, nutrient-dense breakfast that's really easy on your stomach. The recipe is in the guide that's underneath. If you're looking for another easy, crunchy snack that incorporates spinach in a whole new way, try making spinach chips. They're the perfect way to get those greens in and like give you that craving for like salt and crunch. And you'll find the full recipe, instructions, everything's in the guide down below. So just check that out. Okay, on to number 9, the healing elixir. We were talking about bone broth. This definitely deserves a top spot. It is packed with collagen, gelatin, and amino acids. And it's a great way to support the cellular growth phase of early pregnancy. So collagen is essential for joint, skin, tissue health, and the building of new bones, which is really helpful when you're building a brand new skeleton. Gelatin is important because it improves the nutrient absorption and makes digestion easier. So that's really helpful when your body really needs all the nutrients it can get. Bone broth also has a bunch of minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, those ones that I keep talking about, also critical in your baby's development. And the glycine that's found in bone broth is key for detoxification. That's really important because your liver and your kidneys have to work a little harder in pregnancy because you're detoxing for you and baby. And glycine, we don't talk about a ton, so you might not have ever heard about glycine before. It's not usually something that us humans are deficient in. However, during pregnancy, researchers have found that the glycine needs, they're way higher than our need on a normal level. So that means that pregnant women need to get enough glycine from their diet, not only to help their baby develop, but also to support the growth of the uterus because, it's both, the uterus and baby are growing together. And bone broth is one of like the best ways to get glycine. And what makes bone broth, I think, especially helpful in early pregnancy is that it can really soothe an upset stomach. It eases nausea. It provides like much needed hydration with the added bonus of a ton of nourishment. Like just sipping on a warm cup of broth can be so deeply comforting. Think of it as a nutrient-dense alternative to plain water. You're not only hydrating, but you're also delivering all these vital nutrients to you and to baby. Plus, like bone broth is incredibly versatile. You can use it as a base for soups, stews, sauces. You can make it at home just by simmering animal bones like chicken, beef, even fish with vegetables, herbs, and just water and just simmer for hours. And you can buy high quality pre-made versions if you're short on time. I'll link my favorite below. And whether it's homemade or store-bought, just make sure that if you can, if it's organic, if it's grass-fed, if it's free of preservatives and additives, just so that you get the best for you and babe. And I think this is just a really simple, nourishing way to give both of you the nutrients you need, during your pregnancy. Okay, number 10, our final superfood, the nutrient-rich root, sweet potatoes. These pack a serious nutritional punch. They are rich in beta carotene. They also have a precursor to vitamin A, and we need the vitamin A for the baby's cells, tissues, and organs. Vitamin A is also vital for baby's vision, immune system, and cell health. So sweet potatoes are also really an excellent source of fiber. That helps with the digestive health, prevents constipation, a really common issue in pregnancy. Plus, they give you that steady energy. They're also rich in potassium, and that helps to regulate the fluid balance and support healthy blood pressure and helps with the muscle function. Sweet potatoes also have the B vitamins. Those are important for energy production and cell growth. And what makes sweet potatoes especially great for pregnancy is they have a low glycemic index. So again, that's that slow, steady release of glucose into the bloodstream, keeping your blood sugar nice and stable. And that's one of the reasons, those are all the reasons that I really love them for the first trimester. And sweet potatoes are also super versatile. You can enjoy them roasted, mashed, baked, you can even blend them into smoothies. And one of the simplest way to enjoy sweet potatoes during pregnancy is by roasting them until they're tender, then pairing them with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of some salt. You can even make sweet potato fries, sweet potato pancakes. Those are delicious. My family's personal favorite is a sweet potato casserole that's topped with walnuts. The recipe is in the downloadable guide. And along with the guide, you'll find a whole bunch of additional resources for the healthiest, happiest pregnancy down in the description box below. So make sure that you check all of those out at the end of this video. Now, I am so curious, did you find this video helpful? Were you already eating some of these foods? I hope so. Are you going to start eating them? Let me know in the comments. And if the fatigue of early pregnancy is getting you down, I want you to make sure that you watch this video next. It's packed with energy boosting strategies for the first trimester, and I'm going to see you over there.